Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Do you remember what that was?
4:30 movie.
Yes, the 4:30 movie. Man, these kids today don't know anything. Hi, everyone. It's Arden, the crotchety old man, with the great one, the new great one, Dr. D. How's it?
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
I am doing good. They're hopefully doing good. They should let us know. Feel free. Follow us on Buzzsprout. Follow us wherever you listen. Reach out to us.
I,
Arden,
I
the
think
crotchety. Go ahead.
I think we need canned laughter like an old TV show, you know?
Right. Instead of me.
Yeah, just piping it in.
Just start fighting all the time. I'll make some really bad joke and then press the laugh button. Yeah. So feel free if you're listening through. We are on X and people are reaching out to us on there. But also Arden the crotchety old man. I know that's a long one at gmail.com. Arden the crotchety old man at gmail.com. I get those as well. Feel free to reach out any way you can, even through Buzzsprout. You could actually reach out to us. So much has gone on since the last time we spoke. It's been a little while. Life has been hitting me like a truck, but that's okay. I'm still here because this is what I do. This is fun. Um, so, Dr. D,
Sir,
I know you're a doctor of movieology, but did you watch Trump's speech yesterday?
you know what? I watched some of that on the rerun because mostly what I was watching on the first was the Artemis 2.
Ah, which we're going to get to momentarily.
Yes, that was my jam yesterday.
But I did find it funny that he does give a speech on April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Kind of an odd one, but he began his speech with the Artemis 2 rocket launch. I have watched that. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, oh, it was great. It was great. If you're going to begin a speech, how could you not bring that up?
Yeah, I mean that's the amazing thing. We're talking about we're at war with Iran, but let's talk about the art. It's just showing how awesome America is, and I will be asking you about moon movies because I was trying to think of how many I knew off the top of my head, but I
You know what?
also
There's so
there's
many.
so many of them.
There's so many, and like only a handful of them are good. There's TV shows on the moon, but
Right.
there's only just like a handful of stuff that's like that comes to mind.
Well, probably the most famous is a movie I've never seen from start to finish, and that's The Right Stuff.
Oh man, you don't know what you're missing.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. Like I'll stop when turn it on, but I've never seen the entire movie from start to finish. I have to. One of my favorites that not many people have actually seen is Hidden Figures.
Hidden
Like,
Figures is excellent too.
but that one, like The Right Stuff, most people know. Can you tell the plot of Hidden Figure? The plot. It's pretty simple, but about the people. While I have a sip of my, you can't see this, folks, but I'm having vanilla cinnamon basement coffee.
What does that taste like?
Uh, like other things I've had. You can smell the cinnamon though. Oh.
Yeah, it's coming through the speakers.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and it's hot, so I like it. But it actually smells good. With my, by the way, I have a pizza slice mug from my. I don't know if you could see that. Probably not.
Hmm.
The handle is a pizza slice, and I got that at my fun job. So
Okay.
what was Hidden Figures about?
Well, Hidden Figures that came out in 2016, right?
I believe so. Yes,
Yeah,
not an old movie at all.
it was really popular. I haven't seen it in a while, but obviously it's based on a true story about three black women who were performing mathematical calculations, but they weren't being told initially what all this stuff was for.
Right.
And
And
come to find out, NASA was using this to help move forward the moon project.
right. And they actually were doing the real calculations, like
Yes,
of
yeah,
like they were not using a computer. They were literally busting it out like old actual math, like with a
old school.
chalkboards and everything to figure out how to get the. And now who was the astronaut? It wasn't Chuck Yeager, was it? No, was it Armstrong?
Oh my goodness.
Who he demanded the main character,
Oh no, I
uh,
think it was John, I think John it was John Glenn.
John Glenn. John Glenn, yeah.
Yeah.
So he said he would not do anything until the one woman actually, who just died recently,
Hmm.
that she like if she's not doing the calculations, he was not going to go.
Right.
Like, and yet, like all of the hardships that they had to face, like they were in another, not just another room, another building because they were black.
Yeah.
So they had to go like from one building to another building. I know that what that feels like to just use the bathroom.
Yeah. Never mind mathematics is like, colorblind. It's
Right,
like
right.
numbers and numbers.
Yeah, and then the one of the coolest part is actually at the end when they tell like all about these three women and like how far they advanced. Like the one woman programmed the IBM computers
Yeah.
that were actually being used for NASA. Like,
And it's funny because the story has already been there. It's been buried. And
yeah,
then nobody finds out about it really till they make a movie out of it, which is fine.
right,
But also too, you also have a group of people that get retroactively pissed off. It's like, well, why weren't you pissed off in the moment?
right, right.
It's like,
And you didn't know about it, so why are you pissed off now about it?
right, and then they want to call all the shots about how people see the movie. But anyway, it was
Anyway,
a great film,
yeah, awesome.
and I'm glad it got made. I'm glad that story was told because who knows where that whole thing would have been if they didn't have those women.
Right, it probably would not have happened.
Not in the same time frame.
Right. I mean, they were like walking computers. They really were, and they were brilliant. And
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's just a different time, but sadly, luckily we had them. You know,
Yeah.
and so other movies, the Apollo 13. Well, hopefully we don't have that problem
Oh my
now.
goodness. That movie, and I told you this before, Arden, that the people like Tom Hanks for Forrest Gump, and that was a fun movie, but I thought he was better in Apollo 13.
So do I. I mean, I really thought
I
he
mean,
was.
all the actors were good, but Tom Cruise, I'm not Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks
Right.
definitely ran with it.
If Tom Cruise was there, it would have been a totally different movie.
Yeah, and I would have been the same.
Yeah, he probably would have climbed outside the ship and fixed it.
Well, Tom Hanks has that everyman thing going that Tom Cruise doesn't.
Right. Well,
I'm not putting down Tom Cruise, but they bring different things to the screen.
right. One person is an actor, one person is a decent actor, but he just does his own stunts and doesn't care. And he's
But
pretty
you can't you
good.
can't you can't say that for like Born on the Fourth of July, which was
Right.
like none of that, and that was an excellent movie.
That was a good movie. That is true. I mean, you have to. I like him.
Valkyrie was another one that was good.
Did I see Valkyrie? I did. I did see Valkyrie.
Last Samurai, just none of that. He
I don't know how much truth was Last Samurai though.
well, yeah,
A
yeah,
little, Last Samurai reminds me of a lot of The Patriot with Mel Gibson,
uh-huh.
which to me was like one of those movies. Like the first half of that movie, The Patriot, was amazing, and then the second half just became all about Mel Gibson.
Yeah, and that's when it lost me.
Right. That's how the Tom Cruise movie. Wow, we're already going off topic. We're talking about Tom Cruise.
Speaking of Trump bringing up the moon flight, I thought it was interesting that the this flight took off on April Fool's Day,
Right.
also on a full moon.
So you can see where they're going.
Right, exactly. The 69 launch was the same way.
Oh,
It
really?
launched as 69 because during the month of July, which is Cancer, which is ruling body is the moon, and its
Hmm.
symbol is 69. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Or as Ted Theodore Logan would say, 69, dude. Wow, I actually remembered his whole name. Bill and Ted, Bill S. Preston, Esquire, and Ted Theodore Logan.
And again,
Wild
I'm going to
stuff.
bring it up again. 2001: A Space Odyssey. All their moon scenes were good.
Yeah. Oh, awesome movies. I mean, like those are good. Are you going to see what is the new one out?
There's
That
a
is like
TV show called For All Mankind
For All
that I'm
Mankind.
so behind on, but that takes you from the past, present to the future
Hmm.
with the space program. Some of that stuff was on the moon. I just haven't been dialed into it, but everybody told me I should be watching this show. I think I must have seen like two or three episodes, and they were good.
Now, my question is, why are we not landing on the moon? Because now I've never believed in any of these conspiracies ever, and all of a sudden I'm hearing like, well, only the United States has actually landed people on the moon.
Hmm.
You would have thought China would have done that by now. Russia would have done that by now. Like, which makes me go, okay. And it's been 50 years since we've done it. Like,
But we do it
what
for
am I missing?
different reasons, though. China puts all their money into infrastructure and
Right.
building that. I mean, that's different priorities.
Yeah, I just thought maybe because they would want to conquer the moon and make it theirs and put a space missiles up there.
Well, people are people. That's what we want to do too.
Right, right. It's just, I'm falling into the whole conspiracy. Now I've heard that there's some radiation layer in between the moon and the Earth, and you have to go through this radiation belt. And that, like some of the people, because there was a story like recently of people were coming back sick, that were on the space station, with like
Hmm.
with radiation poisoning, and I'm like, is this possible? Like,
Well,
like, do we not know these
why
things?
wasn't this an issue when we went to the moon like over 50 years ago?
Well, that's the conspiracy. Like, why are these problems happening now? Why were we able to make it to the moon with such simple technology, and now we can't go back? For years we just did. We went to the space shuttle, which made sense.
Hmm.
And I know it costs us a lot of money, but there's reasons to actually go on the moon. That it has tons of natural resources.
Helium-3, like that moon movie that Sam Rockwell was in back in 2009. He had a one-man station mining helium-3, as
Yeah.
an energy source.
I mean, because it's there. I mean, and
Yeah.
iron, there's tons of iron and it's easy to get to. You don't have to go through dirt. You just go right in. It's right there.
Yeah, the whole thing just makes you wonder, you've got more computer power on your phone than like they did to put men on the moon in 69.
Right. Once again, going back to the movie we were just talking about, Hidden Figures. They
Hmm.
were literally using chalkboards.
Yeah, exactly.
They were using chalk. Now we could just, AI could tell you exactly what to
I
do.
don't know if they whipped out an abacus or not, but
Advocate. Well, in the movie, they took out the old. What was it? They actually took out. It wasn't trigonometry, but it was another like old mathematics.
yeah.
Yeah, they used some ancient mathematics for this. I was like,
Well,
lost me.
look at the cost for them to do that against the billions that go into AI, and like which one's more cost effective.
Right, right. Because one is always right.
Yeah. Well, the three women, we actually have something to show for it. For AI, we have nothing to show for it but like cartoons and memes.
And I do love a good meme though. My brother
Oh,
makes
I
a
do
lot.
too.
My brother makes a lot of memes, and they're pretty freaking funny. But I mean, and Trump and Barron Trump is like the master of the White House, in charge of all the memes, which is pretty funny.
The
But
meme master.
but before we keep going, I, also about the Trump speech, he was talking about the war. Now I know I have to get political because I'm Arden, I'm crotchety. The messaging has just been bad. Like
Hmm.
about it, like I mean, he quickly went too fast, saying this will be like 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Well, we're now at the 4 week mark. So now he's being said, I have to get this done in 2 weeks, and people are already wary, which is I
This,
understand.
and the thing is, this is something that you can't put timing on. It's like predicting the weather. You really can't.
Yeah, and it scares me because if there's things, I thought the speech he actually understood because people were very concerned about boots on the ground to get the uranium that was enriched, but
Right.
they said they bombed it so much that they can actually using satellites can see the dust clouds over that little area, and
Hmm.
if they actually the Iranians go back to try to grab that uranium, we'll start bombing them again.
That's a, that's also a health hazard too. They're not talking about.
Do you think they care about their people getting health hazards?
Yeah.
I mean, they killed 45,000 of their own people, you know?
Mm.
But, no kings, by the way, no kings.
Okay.
The no kings protest, well, they don't have that in Iran. See, if anyone is a liberal Democrat who listens to this program, there's the difference right there. Donald Trump is not killing 45,000 people as a king. He's not an
No.
emperor. And he literally is letting these people protest. By the way, it's also definitely the coolest, like bizarre people you'll ever see. I mean, I have a picture of on my phone of a guy who went to the No Kings protest dressed as an inflatable unicorn.
I saw some people dressed up and they looked like they were from the Halloween parade in New York.
Right. I mean,
Couple
like,
people. And I saw another one here in the area that there's a huge barbecue. I almost pulled over because it
ooh,
smelled great. They had like a grill going and ribs and all. I'm like,
oh,
wow, this is great,
nice.
man.
Nice. I like that.
I'm gonna go over and have my no ribs protest.
Ah, right. I have to eat these ribs. No ribs. No ribs. And of course, there can only be a no kings. We can't have no queens because there's a bunch of queens there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, it always it cuts both ways, but you know how that goes.
Exactly. Exactly. So what else was going on? Oh, so this was an idea I had. Because I do love a good zombie movie. This could be a perfect zombie movie to be made. Okay, so excuse me, China and Iran are working on a bioweapons platform. And
Uh-huh.
because of us, we're bombing it. But a cleaning lady is in there. A scientist is running out, has a briefcase. A bomb hits from one of our planes. It cracks the thing, and the cleaning lady inhales it. She walks out, and they are the UN forces or the NATO forces, because you can't blame America only for this. Literally
Hmm.
arrest the scientist, but the cleaning lady they let go, and the virus didn't actually work because it has to go through her, and from her it has to go to another person and another person before it becomes an actual zombie virus.
Wow. So there's
So
six degrees of zombie then, right?
right, because it has to mutate. And that's why it was always messing up because they were injecting it in animals and it wasn't turning them into zombies and wasn't reanimating them because it had to be mutated multiple times. But because she was the cleaning lady, it just spreads all the way across the Middle East and eventually into Europe and everywhere else. That's my
Wow.
zombie movie. But it's our fault, Chinese fault, everyone's fault.
Wow. So when are you gonna pitch that, Arden?
I just did. So anyone could have it. Just give me a little credit. That's all I want. Just a little bit. you know.
We got to get you an agent, man, because after 28 years, the second movie, Bone Temple, there's like I don't see, there's no zombie stuff on the horizon right now.
Yeah. Well,
And I know they weren't zombies, they were infected, but still, they're reanimated dead people.
right. We need a good zombie, and I still believe, because of the zombie ants, that actually the fungus makes them go and die on a little plant, so that more fungus can grow out of them. It can happen. We can do it, and it probably has been invented, but we can't really use our soldiers to, we can't test it on them. Why not though?
Yeah.
Why not? We have all these people.
Have you
Yeah.
watched The Last of Us? Speaking of zombies,
Was that the one with the guy from
Mandalorian.
yeah, I saw the first episode,
Okay.
and I haven't seen any more of them.
I got to say, the first season of that was definitely close to the game. The second season, the third season is going to be the last because the show is kind of like I'm losing interest like real quick, but I'm gonna ride that out for next season.
Which is so hard to make movies where, I mean, like, because usually
The game is really good.
yeah, I mean, you got to be able to write like you have to write for 3 seasons, and you have to be able to get a certain amount of episodes, but that's usually all you go, like as a creative group,
Yeah.
So you always run out, and the whole jumping the shark, happens very fast in all of these movies. You can't have kids in it because they grow up too fast.
Hmm. Yeah,
Because
as Stranger Things.
right. Oh my God. I still haven't seen the final season of that. But I mean, like that is probably the best example because it's literally like they have 12-year-old kids who are then in their 20s. They you can't play themselves.
I think when they put these shows out, they probably don't think they're going to be a hit. And then they're a hit, and they're like, okay, now we got to write the rest of the story. And these kids are going through puberty like real quick.
Right. Which is normal. Hello.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would actually love to see some kind of zombie soap opera. Like you really could do it, just that mid-afternoon, you're just watching a zombie soap opera. No average, it could
Well,
be done well too.
what's the closest thing we had? Dark Shadows in the 60s,
Right, right.
Barnabas Collins, and then there was Strange Paradise that was syndicated like early to mid 70s. That used to be on Channel 5 WNEW in New York for a while.
Wow, I forgot about that one.
Strange Paradise. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think those episodes are still on YouTube. I don't know, but those come up right away. Dark Shadows I used to love.
Yeah, I do. I actually saw some of those. Did they make a
And the
really bad
movies were
movie?
good. They made three movies that were good.
Was Johnny Depp in one of those?
No, he did the remake. I'm talking the original
Okay.
Dark
Oh, the
Shadows, like
originals. Okay.
House of Dark Shadows. I think it came out in 1970. The
Hmm.
TV, the soap opera was still on when the movie came out, I think, and the movie was successful. It was good.
That. Yeah, I've never really. I watched some of them. I don't know why. Maybe because it turned me off because it was more like the British broadcasting style.
Yeah.
That always threw me off. Like I can never watch Doctor Who ever. I tried. I just
Doctor Who is awesome, man.
I need subtitles within my subtitles.
The newer ones are definitely different. The newer ones are more like, conventional shows. Doctor Who had that old school charm. You
Right.
must be thinking of the ones with Tom Baker.
I couldn't even tell you. You're
Oh,
the
okay,
expert, not
yeah.
me. I mean, because there's times where I'm just like, what? I should watch it in Spanish with English subtitles. Because then I can actually understand what the hell they're saying. Well, here's an interesting thing, not about movies. Going back to the war. So in the Trump speech again, he was talking about that we don't need the oil. The United States doesn't need the oil. We actually produce more oil than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined, which is amazing right off the bat.
Right, but in the meantime, prices are going through the roof.
Yes, because the prices are going through the roof because it's a commodity that's exchanged worldwide. So Europe needs that oil and England needs that oil. But one of the biggest problems is Lloyd's of London, one of the most powerful companies in the world. In the US, we don't really think about them that much, but they control almost all of the insurance for all of these tankers and boats that would be going through there.
That is true.
They do not want the United Kingdom to actually, they don't want to lose $1 billion boat. So they are actually saying that we will not insure any of our boats to go through. So they are encouraging, of course, they're the ones who pay for Parliament. So because they're paying for Parliament, they are being forced not to let the boats go through. And that's why England is not wanting to help us.
Hmm.
And so, and because they also pay for a lot of, I don't want to say pay, they own a lot of the politicians in Europe, in Germany, and things like that. They own it all.
Hmm.
I mean,
Arden, you're my window to some of this. I need to deep dive this stuff because, like other people, I've been looking at job stuff
right.
right now.
Oh, understood. Because,
Yeah,
by the way,
the job market's crazy, man.
like any other year, like in 2008, while the market was crushing everyone else, Northern Virginia was okay. It wasn't good. It was
It
okay.
it was okay and just barely okay.
Right. But now Northern Virginia is dead. It's dead in this area. Um,
Yeah, especially the other day this week with Oracle laying off
yeah.
30,000 people
Eh,
globally.
yeah, people, by the way, I was going to say that. How did you hear about that? And what was the story behind that?
Well, in another life, I was with Oracle and was part of that first layoff a couple of months ago when they laid off, think about 10 to 13,000 people globally. So my phone blew up literally with people calling me saying, "Hey, Fred, Dr. D, hook me up with some with recruiters, anybody."
Now, how many
Literally
people?
first thing because most of my friends found out they got an email before the crack of dawn saying through their work email, not even their personal one,
Oh,
which is
wow.
going to be deactivated soon, saying that your services are no longer required, and we don't care if you reinvented the wheel, you've got to go. And it's all about again, they're putting money into the AI infrastructure.
Right, because you don't need as many people to run it.
If you really deep dive on all the AI stuff, a lot of this stuff isn't even profitable yet. And pretty soon, investor money is going to like run out. You can only fire so many people.
Right. I
You
mean,
can only invest so much money in this stuff.
it goes. It reminds me of when Joe Biden was like, all these people should learn how to code. Yeah, I mean, that's not the point. You don't need as many coders because it's limited.
Well, the more people you put out of work, you don't have people with money to buy your products.
Right. And what is the AI product? I mean, I understand like the technology behind it, but then it has to be adaptive and it has to be updated from someplace to someplace.
Exactly.
And so if you are constantly the one creating it, and then all of a sudden it will have to start pulling its own. And I forgot where I read it, but there was a whole thing on that we've now been able to, not we, but because I don't know how to do this, but the Arden the coder. But there was a guy who actually was created AI that can create and code for itself and upgrade itself.
Yes.
So when, by the way, this whole thing that I've been listening to, that all these people are like, oh, it's so wonderful. Eventually, you won't have to work.
You know
Uh,
what? How many times have they sold us down the river with this stuff? When computers were first coming out, even before personal computers, are saying, "Oh yeah, we'll have a 3-day work week." Never happened.
I'm
The
just,
first moon landing, they justified that, say, "Oh yeah, well we could feed millions, or so many things
hmm,
that will happen." None of those things ever happened. They pushed the internet on us. Nothing came from it.
I mean,
No, I take that back. There are things that came from it, but ultimately, we still have issues that the internet isn't going to solve.
right. And it destroyed a lot of jobs at
Yeah.
the same. And now people have said, okay, I mean, like if you go back through since the Industrial Revolution, there's always been advancement, and it's usually big advancements that crush. I mean, the car destroyed the horse and buggy, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
and then the street sweeper,
Hmm.
those guys who used to do that. The electric light bulb destroyed the whole oil industry at one point. For gas powered lamps, oil powered lamps, like it destroys things. The newspaper has been eradicated pretty much.
Oh, absolutely. And
I,
and the post office. I mean, most people are texting, sending emails. They're not
they're not
using the
sending
post
letters.
office.
They're not.
Packages are still doing well, but I mean, as far as like letters and bill pay, all that stuff is online now. They took a
Yeah,
big hit.
and which makes me wonder, like all of these people who actually are they serious when they say, well, then you won't have to work. But if you don't work, where are you going to live? You have to have money to buy a place to live. If you
Well,
have to have a job, like
the
what's
whole
your
thing
job?
is it's not for us though. This
Right.
whole thing is for them to make money. You know, anything that happens good for us is a happy accident.
Right. So it's the elites, the true elites, on all sides who own it, who create, who sit there, who collect the money. Like the upper middle class will be destroyed. Now the lower class, the only people who are going to be all the people who are going to be needed are the guys who actually are like the HVAC crews, the plumbers, the electricians, because you can't have robots do that yet. And AI, no matter how good AI is, it can't fix a leaky sink.
And I think what's changed now is that everybody is into this whole thing about being specialized. No
Right,
one has, I shouldn't say no one, but it's like no, a lot of people don't come to the table with a diversification of skills.
right. I mean, I almost, if I was 20 years old now and I had a chance to talk to myself, well, that wouldn't make any sense. But if,
Well, you do that anyway, right?
exactly. And I had arguments the other day. It was pretty bad. But anyway, um, so yeah, I would actually say, look, join the military, learn as many skills as you can. Not just about shooting, but like anything you can learn.
That's what I
Plumbing,
did.
go
That's what I
go
did.
go to college, do all that, then actually learn about becoming an engineer, like an actual physical engineer building stuff. Build a plumber, be specialized in multiple fields.
Go to school for something practical. If you're
Yeah,
going to put it into it, there's nothing wrong with any esoteric aspirations you have, but
yeah.
you
Learn the
need to have
trades.
something practical. It may not pay you the bucks you want to, but you won't starve.
But you will pay over time because when you're 40 years old and you own your own business, you're making 150,000, because no one else can do what you do.
I know guys who are plumbers and they aren't affected by all the tech layoffs.
Nope.
They've
Yeah.
got work that they can't even take. It's
Yep.
just ridiculous.
And everything breaks down so fast now. Another great aspect of modern technology. Oh, anyway, please, I saw our warning has already come up. Wow, our time
Oh
flies.
man.
But I did another review. And I wanted to finish up with this review. By the way, we're going to be doing another episode hopefully later this week, all on Easter and parades. Today is the first day of Passover, so to all my Jewish friends, happy Passover. I do miss going to a Seder. I do miss that. I love it.
I haven't been to one in a while.
Oh man, I'll sing for you. uh, you know, it was I enjoyed it, but did I watched? It's actually a two-part movie. It's two movies, 55 minutes. Bloody Chainsaw Girl, the most effed up movies I've ever seen. They're Japanese, so you have to watch it with subtitles. And yes, I do actually do this. The movie starts literally with a girl riding her bike with a chainsaw on her back because her family is in the demolition. That's what their company does. They are in demolition, so she goes to school with a chainsaw on her back, and she's attacked by zombie cyborg classmates. This is literally the first couple minutes of the show. And you find out almost instantly that there's another girl in school that has killed all of these people and are making them into cyborgs.
This is new for me. I gotta see these. I gotta see
Oh
these.
my, it looks,
Where did you see these, Arden?
these were on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Okay.
There's three listed. There's the original 2016, and then there's the 2019 Part A and Part B. They look like really bad kung fu movies slash made by high school kids. But they're so bad, they're hilarious. I mean, gore everywhere. It's a mature rating because
Uh-huh.
like they're cursing in Japanese, but you can't tell, so you actually have to read it. They edit out certain things because in Japan you can't show certain things. So it's just like, what the hell am I watching? But it's hilarious. Like all of this girl wants to like, and then you find out literally that the bad girl doesn't like the other girl, just doesn't like her because they were on the same roof at one point and
Uh-huh.
she didn't notice her really. That was it. She's literally killing.
Wow.
The reason she was going to school, she had to take a test that she missed to graduate high school. And the entire school is filled with zombie cyborgs.
And she's still taking a test.
Yes, and she takes the test and she cheats on the test, even better.
Wow. See, that makes it relatable right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, and she's smoking a cigarette, which is rare, Yeah, so I rated if you literally want to watch something bizarre, Bloody Chainsaw Girl, awesome. Don't ask me who the director
Bloody
is.
chains. Well, yeah, you sent me the link. You said it's on Prime.
It's Amazon Prime. I sent you the pictures of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but the original actually was pretty good. Then there's the remake part one and two. I hope they make another one. I'll watch it. It's only an hour. And that's with the commercials in Amazon Prime because I can't afford it. Yeah, so Bloody Chainsaw Girl and good movie. So I can talk all day about politics. One last thing, TSA that I wanted to talk about before I let you go, as I am trying to find some money here. Trying to find some music because of course I turned off my music. So anyway, I'll leave that to the side. How bad was it when literally the senators are walking past the TSA agents to go on vacation? Like, worst ever.
The agents who weren't getting paid.
The agents who are not getting paid are watching the senators go past them. And Delta Airlines, literally getting rid of the benefits for Congress people was awesome.
Yeah. You can't write this stuff, man.
It's really ugly. And because I work at an airport, so I actually do actually hear and see these things. It's bad. And then Trump actually is trying to pass a executive order to pay TSA, and the left, the Congress people are sitting there going, it's illegal to pay them. What? Like,
Okay.
it's illegal to pay these people, but yet they're walking around taking a vacation.
People aren't going to work for free forever. I know these people have like side hustles now. They
Yeah. Yeah,
bring in, people have families and like all of this stuff.
yeah, and well, I feel bad for the guys who quit, but you can't quit if because they're unionized and they're government employees, so they're gonna like they will get paid again. But I would, if I'm them, every time like going forward, I would sit there and like save my money because there will be another shutdown again. You know,
Oh, I put money on there'll be a shutdown again before the year's over.
because they are so mad because we have to have our illegals vote. Yeah, unbelievable. Also, what was it? Orange County. The one. What's the biggest county in California? Is Los Angeles a county, or is it Orange County make up Los Angeles?
It's Los Angeles.
Yeah, but I heard it. They said the biggest county in California last year lost over 58,000 people that left to other states.
Doesn't
58.
surprise me.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
was in
they
LA, I
weren't for
think about
governors.
what, 2 years ago maybe, and it's seen better days.
Yeah, and Eric Swalwell running for senator is just a joke. Like he's mad that they might release the files on his ex-girlfriend. What was her name? Fang Fang? Bang Bang?
Yeah.
Like he's like, it is bad that this is horrible. I mean, they're just using the government against it. That has never happened before. Wait, didn't it just happen to Donald Trump? I mean, like this guy. I mean, unbelievable Congress. I mean, you can't like Hollywood could not write these movies on how
No.
crazy they are and how corrupt they are. I mean, once again, everyone who listens to this program, please watch the original Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Oh, fantastic movie.
Please, Cary Grant, no, not Cary Grant,
Jimmy Stewart.
Stewart. Just watch that movie and think about today, because that is exactly what's going on. I mean, it's so good. Well, anyway, folks, Dr. D, I don't have any music, so I'll just sing you out before this goes off the air. They call him Dr. D. They call him Dr. D. He's a doctor of movieology. He is Dr. D. See, I need a couple of young ladies. Dr. D.
Need the whole chorus
I
going.
need the
Yeah.
whole chorus. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. Feel free, reach out to us, talk to us. Hey, if you want to be on the show, talk movies, talk politics, talk anything you want. Talk about what is better, Cadbury eggs or the Reese's peanut butter eggs. We had the commercial on. I'm going to find out in our next episode.
Or should they reintegrate black jelly beans into the rest of the bag with the other ones?
Oh, I don't know. Wow, that's a good question.
Jelly bean racism, man.
It
That's what's
is
going
racist.
on.
Well, is there like one dominant color jelly bean? Is it like green?
Yeah, the black jelly beans now have their own bag. We could talk about the Easter segment. Let's run this down.
Racism on Easter. Oh man. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye bye.